Florida congressman and the physical embodiment of sludge, Matt Gaetz, lost his composure while responding to comments made by his fellow congressman and chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, Jason Smith. Now, before I show you Gaetz's response, of course, I have to show you what Representative Smith's criticism of Gaetz was in the first place. So this is what he said. Let me just tell you, if Matt Gaetz's lips are moving, it's only lies that's coming out of it. That gentleman, sorry, I love that he's insulting him, but still use the term gentleman, only loves to propel himself and propaganda. He sounds like a Democrat. It's exactly what Democrats say. They accuse Donald Trump of everything that they're doing. Matt Gaetz is accusing Kevin McCarthy for everything that he's doing. So he essentially just called Matt Gaetz a liar, and the worst thing that he could have called him, a Democrat. And Gaetz took it to a whole nother level on his podcast yesterday. Take a look.
Jason Smith says, if my lips are moving, I'm lying. Well, you know what? If Jason Smith is breathing, he is living a lie. There might not be another member of Congress who lives a lie every day more than Jason Smith. And Jason Smith knows exactly what I'm talking about. And by the way, so does almost every member of the House Republican caucus.
Now, if you're thinking, did Matt Gaetz just heavily imply that Jason Smith is gay? The answer to your question is, oh yes, he absolutely did. But wait, there's more.
There's a good deal of projection in Jason Smith calling me a liar when it's Jason Smith who literally has to live a lie. And I honestly pity him for that because, it wouldn't be something that I wouldn't live that way. I'll just put it that way. So Jason, I would check yourself before you come at me with any accusations of being dishonest about what I say when you're dishonest about how you live and what you do.
David, I'm gonna throw it to you in a second, but first I have to point out that Matt Gaetz said he wouldn't live his life like that, being gay. But Matt Gaetz, if you all remember, has been accused of statutory raping underage girls and sex trafficking minors, which apparently in Matt Gaetz's world is better than being gay.
Sure, Matt Gaetz should be speaking out about sexual identity or sexual gender, anything like that. The problem that I feel with all of this is on the Republican side, there are people who love Donald Trump, trashing people who love Matt Gaetz doing just this because they are homophobic. They want Republicans to speak out and pull no punches. And they see Matt Gaetz seeming to have a good time and enjoying the fact that he might be outing somebody's private life. And Republicans are cheering him on. And I think that's the main difference between Democrats and Republicans. I think Democrats would be horrified if there was a Democratic member who responded to another lawmaker like this. But there's a large segment of the Republican Party who feels, oh yeah, Matt Gaetz is being honest, he's being authentic. That's what we need. We need more of that. And it diminishes all of our politics. It coarsens our national discourse. And again, it just adds to the circus that I think Americans are tired of.
And they getting paid for this.
Right.
Really? I mean, they just need to go ahead and start a reality TV show. Just go on and give up Congress. Stop playing games. Because these are reality TV show folks right here. This is what they auditioning for. And leave governing to people who really want to try to help solve problems and change material conditions for people in this country. This is a joke. It's embarrassing, it's asinine. And David is right. He'll be fully rewarded for this nonsense.
The American people will lose, right? I mean, because Congress is going to spend so much time focusing on these personal battles between two Republicans. And what about all the legislation that needs to be passed over the next couple of weeks? Keep the government funding, deal with things like what we were talking about earlier, the enhanced child tax credit, all of these things that actually have an impact on the American people. And Republicans are obsessed with who's speaking out about whom and who's criticizing somebody else, and they can't handle criticism from one of their own members. And as a result, they eat up all of the oxygen in the room, and there's none left to try to drag Republicans over and say, hey, what about this legislation? Oh, we can't be bothered with that. We're too busy following Matt Gaetz. Really?
It is severely depressing to think that it is one of the worst things you could be as a member of the Republican Party is gay. You have to conceal that. That's something that you have to hide. And I have no love for Jason Smith, but it is sad to see this weaponized against him, especially if he maybe felt comfortable revealing that to members of the Republican caucus in the House, to have that weaponized against him. And it's, as both of you pointed out, underscored by the fact that this is this is someone who should be legislating. This is someone who's an elected official in the United States government who, instead of passing, important bills, and it reminds me of the fact that his issues with Kevin McCarthy, he was first his ouster and now an outer, but his issues were not on policy. They were not political. They were personal. David, I remember on the damage report, you were highlighting the fact that it was an issue of, one of the issues was that Kevin McCarthy wouldn't, because also he couldn't, squash the ethics investigation into Matt Gaetz. It wasn't a policy issue. There is not a world of difference on the policy side of things between someone like Kevin McCarthy and someone like Matt Gaetz, or even someone like Jason Smith and someone like Matt Gaetz. It's all personal battles.
And it's all about how thin-skinned they are too, because again, whether it's Marjorie Taylor Greene or Matt Gaetz, they like to talk a tough game, but the very moment somebody criticizes them or insults them, all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, I've got to, fight back," as if it's the worst thing in the world that somebody actually criticized a member of Congress. Really, you should be criticized all the time. But these people have glass jaws; they can't handle a punch, and as a result, they just erupt and they lose their minds. And that's a huge problem when you've got members of Congress that cannot stay disciplined and focused on doing the job the American people sent you there to do, and instead you're, as Senator Turner pointed out, you're engaging in these bizarre reality TV shows. It's only hurting all of the rest of us.
I mean, they did elect the game show host president, so reality TV shows seems to be par for the course for the Republicans.
It's also very thin-skinned, so it just goes without saying.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. We really appreciate it, guys. And we appreciate it if you become members, because that allows us to be independent, honest, progressive, all the things that you don't get from corporate media. And all of that is because of you guys. Hit the join button below and become one of us. Become a Young Turk.